Well, here we are, and I want to talk about epiphanies. And I want to talk about epiphanies, and I'm choosing this word because I had a hard time choosing what word I wanted to choose. I crack myself up. Anyway, but here's the thing about epiphanies. So I'm in England. I go out. I start talking to somebody because if you know me, you know that I talk to everybody all the time. I mean, it's the true wealth and abundance in my life. It's like all these different people I meet all over the place and have these great conversations. And some of you are my Facebook friends because we've had these great conversations in some other part of the planet. But I start talking to this guy, and I'm interested in I'm asking myself, like, why is he talking to me? And I'm telling this story for a reason, right? Because everything about my coaching and everything about what I teach is about what I've learned from before I was, you know, uh, I don't want to use the word enlightened, but there's just a bunch of things that have happened to me and a bunch of ways that I've learned to look at life as a result of a lot of maybe not so great things. But life has happened to me. I've been in the game of self improvement and coaching for a long time now. And so I've realized how to disconnect from negative things and disconnect from misperceptions that'll cause me problems or pain. And most of those things aren't about what's happening to me, it's about how I feel or what I think about what's happening to me. So I have a lot of focus in my coaching practice on the way people think and how the way that you think creates your reality. I mean, I truly, truly believe that. Anyway, and I'm always interested in my attraction to men and men's attraction to me. And so this guy's talking to me, and he seems like he's got a lot of it together. He's a lawyer, he's intelligent, he's good looking, he's at a place in life where he's achieved enough. And I'm thinking to myself, you know, what is this guy interested in me to talk about? And I'm not asking that question from a low self-esteem place, like, why does he want to talk to me? Because years ago, I would have thought that, why does he want to talk to me? Because I didn't understand my brilliance. And I also would have thought that he wanted to marry me or date me, or at least, at the very least, fuck my brains out, But, this particular person happens to be married, so he's not marrying me. This is not a polygamous society, not last time I checked. But, and so the delusional nature around which I used to think and look at my interactions with men and my expectations is almost hilarious at this point in my life. But I do believe that attraction is something that is still a powerful thing, whether it's sexual or interpersonal or male female or whatever it is or not. I do believe that when we're attracted to people, there's real meat in that. And I'm always interested in why a man wants to stand there talking to me. And the funny thing, it wasn't even just that he was seemed to be interested in talking to me. Every time I went to leave, he wanted to talk more, right? So he was clearly interested, right? Now, again, let's just put to the side that I think I'm of the reality at this stage to know that, like, if a man's standing there talking to me, he's not exactly thinking I'm a great conversationalist. Or I should say that he wouldn't talk to me if I was just a great conversationalist, if he didn't find me attractive. I'm going to make that generalization. Okay. But I walked away and I was like, what is it, that guys want from me? Now, and I'm not, again, talking specifically about what the guy wants or what the guy might be thinking or anything romantic interest. I'm talking about through the deeper part of me. What is someone to attracted to that has nothing to do with the outside stuff going on? And I had this great, powerful revelation on this history that I have with men and what they're attracted to and why a man lands in my space. And there's always one of three things going on. They're not having any fun. Uh, they're not having any sex or getting laid or having any kind of like, real sexual potency or virility going on. Or they're in a place of transition or change in their life where they're letting go, like they just retired or they're changing jobs or just got a divorce. And that's when men flow into my space. And it's because I'm super inviting. I'm very not offended at much. And also, I've done enough work that, for example, if someone comes at me with offensive stuff, I don't go, oh, God, you're so offended. I mean, get away from me. No, I'm interested in understanding my power to change that situation with the other person, not by powering over them or by trying to take something from them so that I can one up or have more power because I haven't lost my power to that person who says things like that to me. I'm interested in powering with somebody to find out what's happening. So these epiphanies happen because I've let go of the way I think about things. I'm not attached to like, this is a man and this is what he is, even whilst I have opinions. And clearly in this video, I've made generalizations. And yet, I mean, I'm strong enough to have come to the place where it's like my opinion is just an opinion. I could be right, I could be wrong, it's helpful for my mind to land on generalizations so that I can examine from there, and so I can come to conclusions that I might be able to help people with. Right? Because every conclusion that I come to isn't necessarily about, oh, now I have an opinion and I can basically boss people around with my opinion or tell people about these opinions that I think because they're the truth. No, I have not cornered the market on the truth. I'm just trying to figure it all out, just like anybody. But these kernels of epiphanies are now things that I can go like, whoa, what does that mean? And then I can look at it and I can find out more about myself, about them, about him, about her, about any person. And I can use it to help more people because that's the aim. The aim is to help people grow. The aim is to help people be free. The aim is to help people like you to become more alive and more living the life that you want to live, whether that's more fun, more sex, more money, more freedom, more energy. That's what I got going on over here, people. And I can tell you how to live like that. So anyway, if you're interested, go ahead and message me. Thanks for spending time with me today. Oh my goodness, I went on a long time. It's because I think I'm on British time. All right, whatever. All's well.